movie. Well, I'm about to watch it at 2. So we have 2 hours until it's Fudger time. And obviously, I'm not gonna leave when Fudger starts, just like at least 20 minutes before. So 1 hour, 40 minutes. So that's enough time. That's usually how long it takes to finish a lecture. Oh, look at me stuck in my own profile. Yeah, so we have these 2 lectures from last time, and this thing. Oh yeah, this thing. It's doable. It's doable. I think like I could do this.
In this topic, we will talk about some
Yo, Queen, welcome back to the stream. How's it
possible
going?
concepts we need to know in neural networks. We will go through the following items. What is the ReLU?
Ready? Man, let me know how you've been. Did you get to see Ryder at school? I was thinking maybe I could read, but honestly, it's better to study. This is which one? This is 728. Yeah, okay. Very suggestive emoji there, but hope you had a good day. Inshallah.
Activation function and why it is important. We will use vanishing gradient problem to introduce. We will also talk about the two special layers. One is called dropout layer, another one is batch normalization layer. We will briefly talk about early stopping and also some important, optimization algorithms based on the gradient descent algorithm that we need. Okay. So vanishing gradient problem. Previously, we mentioned the sigmoid function. Sigmoid function we treated as an activation function.
When we use sigmoid as activation function, deeper usually does not imply better. Okay. This eraser with this pencil's the worst. I was watching him do tricks with the soccer ball at recess, and he caught me looking then. He made a face that wasn't angry, but more like happy and confused, I guess. Wow. So, he caught me looking. Okay, so he was happy that you saw him. That's cute. Maybe he was like surprised somebody was watching. This is 8th grade or what? My name is Nick Guris and it's my birthday. Happy birthday! Ah, no, I know what you're planning there. That almost got me. Actually, no, it did get me, but it's not your birthday, I'm assuming. Trying to make me say the N word, eh? Bad dino drawing kid. I'm not. Wait, is that actually your name? Last name is Mexican. Oops, sorry. Wait, happy birthday. How old do you turn? I'm from Mexico. Nice. Sixth, oh, really? Sixth? Okay. For some reason, I thought it was 8th grade. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Guadalajara. Whoa, that's a cool name. Thank you. Of course, of course. For a second there, I thought you were trying to make me say the N word because a lot of people do those trolling, you know, schemes, and I actually fall for them like every time. So I caught myself this time, but except this time it was actually not a troll. So how's your birthday going so far? What time is it for you in Mexico? What are you doing? Don't Mexicans have like a huge tradition? Like I don't know, for everything. They have huge parties. They know how to throw it down.
But when we use symbol function in a deep neural network, we find that it could not get the benefit when we use a deep neural networks involve the symbol function. As shown here, suppose you may have two deep neural networks. One is with a 20 layer, another one is deeper with a 56 layer. So from here, the y-axis one is a training error, another is testing error. You might find that it seems the deeper neural network give us a higher error, which is not our expectation. What happened? Actually, this is because of vanishing gradient problem caused by the single function. So let's look at here. Previously, when we talk about computational graph, the backpropagation, where we use computational graph to derive the derivative of the loss function with respect to each weight. So let's look at it here. Suppose you have this is the input layer, and we know the signals. We can process it and from left to right in this basic neural network. Once we get the output, the predicts we will compare with true answer using the loss function. Suppose here this is loss function. We know in each hidden layer we have a lot of parameters like the W and
People in my grade are very weird and non-PG. Man, that's bad. Cause you guys are so young, like they're just like excited to ruin that innocence. But honestly, when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, yeah, I was kind of like that too. As a kid, I'd be like trying to say all the bad words I can, and it was so funny though, cause like, we're trying to make this alphabetical song, each letter starting with a bad word, and there was no bad word for H, right? I mean, there is now that I can think about it, but I was thinking, what could I say? And then I said heffalump, cause that's like a bad thing in Winnie the Pooh. So it's like now that I think back, and I'm like, dang, trying to mix it is like trying to be as bad as you can, but you're still very innocent. It's like, wow, kids these days they yeah. When people talk about that stuff, I normally just say ayo or whoa, but when they kind of direct it at me, or if they talk about really weird stuff, I get really uncomfortable. No, that's a human reaction. Like, no one naturally talks like that. We're meant to just, like, live normally. Like, that has a different sort of space for to be talked to. Whatever it is, like, it's not a casual thing if it makes you uncomfortable.
the bias vectors. So here, in order to update those, we need to compute a gradient, and a gradient involves the partial derivative of loss function with respect to each weight and each bias. So now let's think about, suppose we want to update this weight. Okay, following the negative gradient direction, we need, first of all, we need to have that derivative. So the derivative, we know that is partial loss function with respect to W1, for example, here. In the backpropagation, we know it is a sequence of the items we need times together from computational graph. Here you see we have a lot of items need to times up in order to get this partial derivative. The more layers we have, the more number of items involved in this product. However, here, because we use
I think most of the boys in my grade aren't pure. Whoa. As in, like, how is that even possible? Like, as in, haven't, like, they aren't, like, I don't want to say the word, but like a V, like at that age, how is that possible? I forget you live in a different time zone. Yeah, it's okay, guilty. I've been live streaming at really weird times. But yeah, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? It's been actually so long since I've seen like the normal, other than Queen and Air Scott and stuff. But like, yeah, the normal viewers, other than the mods. But yeah, have you been? I kind of feel bad for streaming at 2 a.m. Honestly, I didn't know if I was going to. I was so indecisive. I was thinking, should I go to sleep? Should I eat something? I'm so hungry. I could just sleep the hunger. Or if I eat now, like, should I don't know, cook something tomorrow? I've been wanting to cook chicken thighs. Like, trying a recipe out with that since, I don't know, I've been into cooking lately. I made spaghetti today. That's like such a basic thing. I didn't even make the sauce or anything. I just used like tomato sauce, like Rouse sauce. And it was like mid, bro. How can you mess up with something like that's half made already? But yeah. I didn't mean to say when, by the way. When they probably already know a V, but they can act very weird. I've heard of stuff. Okay, they are very weird from the sound of it. But yeah, not that weird, because there are literally such young parents. Like, you'd be surprised. At the same time, though, um, yeah, it's really like disturbing to be around those types of people. Because at that age, both genders, you know, they're still figuring out. You know, at that age, like you're changing, right? So it becomes more apparent to you. Your brain just like focuses on different things that normally wouldn't. But because of those changes, like that's what it gravitates towards, and you just have to learn from that. Like, try not to, you know, be, you know, unpure with it. You made spaghetti? Yeah, I did. Like, you just boil the pasta, you brown the meat, you break it up, add some, actually seasoning first, and then add the sauce, and then take the spaghetti, drain it, and then put it in and mix it. That's it. It's pretty simple. Honestly, some people do much more stuff to make it more leveled up, but that's just like a really basic thing. I've been good, to be honest. Been fixing my sleep schedule, so that's why I haven't been tuned in lately. Yeah, it makes sense. I need to fix my sleep schedule too, bro. I have work tomorrow. But I feel like that's one of the last times, if not the last time, I'll be going there. I don't know though, because she said like she's gonna give my paycheck on Thursday. So I might just have to go there just to pick it up because she doesn't want to mail it, which is so weird. Like, I hate this principle. Chef Jojo, thank you, thank you. I think Ryder is okay, but I don't know. At this point, you don't know about anybody. Like, you know, don't think about that towards any person in your classes, because they're still figuring things out. The only pure people are those who overcome their desires. Like, and that's like really late in life. So yeah. Anyways, let's talk about PG stuff. True, true, true. So cooking. I know you're good at cooking, Queen. At least baking. Like, you made muffins and cookies. I've never made muffins before, but you know, once you get something down, like just by following a recipe, like you can make anything. You just need to follow instructions. But yeah. Chicken thighs. That's like the best thing you could cook. Yeah, hee hee. I knew it.
Sigmoid function. Each neuron supposed, we use a sigmoid function. So sigmoid function has this form. Now let's give you the realization of this sigmoid function. Suppose this is the z-axis, the variable is z, and this is the corresponding sigmoid function. So from this graph, you may tell, suppose we have some changes happen on z, and this result in this amount of changes on the sigmoid function. So now, if you consider the sigmoid function with respect to z, this derivative, you will find that this one is less than 1 because this is approximately this one is the limit when z delta z goes to 0 based on the definition of the derivative. So this is the changes on the theta function over the changes we have on the z. So
I could probably make cookies from scratch without a recipe. Without a recipe? Yo, queen, you're actually that good. Bro, I could never make it without a recipe. I don't know how people do it in those cooking shows. They just think of recipes and they actually make it. Like, you're literally ChatGPT in human form. Like, that's insane. But I was get so blown away by their skills and expertise. Because they made it so many times. Like, they just have it down. I tried making cookies from scratch, but the problem was I had never made cookies before. No, that's actually that's respectable. That's honorable. I don't know why I laughed because I thought you meant like you didn't use a recipe. But yeah, not having made anything before, that's normal. But like, yeah, they came out like salty biscuits. Salty biscuits? You added salt in there? I mean, normally you're supposed to add like a pinch. That's true, but some people like to put sea salt on top, like flaky sea salt, to get it, I don't know, balancing out the sweetness, give it some flavor, or we just like garnish. I don't know. I didn't use a recipe. Oh, okay, that explains it. Uh, Dang, that's really ambitious though. I respect the grind, the hustle, but yeah, don't worry. I've been there myself. I made a lot of things without recipes. I thought cooking meant you don't use a recipe. I don't know why I thought that. But if you have a recipe and it's like a really good recipe and you follow through with it, there's no way to like, go wrong with it. Triple diffy cues are fun. What does that mean? I'm kind of Oh wait. Are you talking about this? I had full confidence in my intuition. Oh man, I hope your confidence didn't go down from that.
this one is this from this visualization you may tell that the single function is derivative is less than 1. Because we use
I don't know how to take notes about this, bro. Kind of lost with it.
6 there. So from here, the y-axis one is a training error and another is testing error. You might find that it seems the deeper neural net will give us a higher error, which is not our expectation.
What you studying is a triple diffy cute. Really? Is that what it's called? Oops. Third order differential equation. I don't think that's what this is. I mean, it looks like it. Maybe. But it's actually machine learning. Do you know what the butterfly project is? Oh, actually I've heard about it, but I don't know what it is. Can you remind me? Huh? Yeah, I'm on to you, JK. Oh, I'm stealing your cookie recipe. Oh, you know what the pro tip in baking cookies is melting the butter until it turns brown. Not until it's burnt, but like brown is like deepened flavor and stuff, and it smells so good. Cause you know what toffee is like in almond roca. That I don't know if you guys have that almond roca, but um, toffee, like butterscotch. I think that's what it is. But yeah, that flavor by itself is so delicious. Brown butter. Oh yeah, it enriches the flavor. Yeah, hello guys. Yo, Ava, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? Can I call you Ava? Because Ava starts with an A, but yeah, like forever is. Anyways, how you been? You should know Diffie Q if you're doing that topic. Senior level college math. But that's not what it's called, Diffie Q. Like, how am I supposed to know what that stands for? Like, if you said differential equation, I'm like, yeah, I know what that is. Yo, Warren K, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? It's hard to get it right though. That's the thing. Get what right? Oh, the brown butter. Yeah, I mean it's like you gotta make sure to like stir it and like make sure not to let it sit there on the stove. You have to put it in like a bowl, and the second tip is to put the brown sugar and let it sit in the brown butter until it like gets warm, and like cools down. But like the yeah, man, I wanna bake cookies now, bro. I've actually been like craving cookies, like to make it from scratch. Like store-bought cookies could not compare to homemade. Basically, if you want to do something, you draw a butterfly on your arm or body, then you name it after someone you love and someone you care about, and if you do something, then the butterfly dies. Wait, if you want to do, does SH stand for something or what? Then you name it after someone you love, it's someone who cares about you. And if you do something, then the butterfly dies. Or someone who you should bake. Beatty, leave the cookies to me. Beatty? Yeah, I mean, you are good at cooking, though, aren't you? I don't read that. It stands for self-harm. Oh, self-harm, my bad. I mean, I don't know why I could tell self-harm when they talked about it in acronyms before, but in this one, I was like thinking something else. Because it sounds so innocent. Butterfly Project. Man. So when you want to do self-harm, you draw a butterfly on your arm or body. Then you name it after someone you love. It's someone who cares about you. And if you do self-harm, then... Wow. That's actually... I don't know. I've not heard of that, but... I mean, I did hear about the Butterfly Project, but it didn't occur to me. Okay, actually, I probably have not heard about it now that I think about it. Well, I was thinking some other project, but that's pretty smart. Like you're attaching it to somebody that you love, and you would never hurt them. So why would you? You know, if you have to think that that person's someone else. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Cause we care less about hurting us than other people sometimes, and that's not right. We should love ourselves equally as much as others, if not more. Dre, you gotta go see tomorrow was here for it. Gotta go see you tomorrow was here for attendance. Bye bye everyone. Okay, bye. Attendance. I feel like an actual teacher. I mean to say and, not BD. Okay. And leave the cooking too. What are you gonna cook? I mean, you should cook the chicken thighs. Make some Haddad cart style chicken. Like, man, it looks so good.
What happened? Actually, this is because of vanishing ingredient problem caused by the signal function. So let's look at here. Previously, when we talk about computational graph and the backpropagation, right, we use computational graph to derive the derivative So let's look at here. Previously, when we talk about computational graph and the backpropagation, right, we use
Oh yeah, and the rules are you can't wash it off on purpose. If it fades away naturally, then that's okay, but you can't scrub it or wash it. Like you can wash that area, but you know. Yeah, that makes sense. How do you find out about that, Queen? Yeah, how did you find out about that? Wait, I remember the last person who mentioned self harm was like I forgot her name, but she barely came in the stream, and then Arrow said that he dealt with it before, but I didn't hear that if you were dealing with that, Queen. Are you? I mean, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I hope you're not. Yo, hello Marco Kosik. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I saw a video about it a while ago. Okay. Man, self harming is pretty. I don't know. People say it's aesthetic. This is really bad. Anorexia, self harm, depression, anxiety. Like, it's kind of aesthetic to the young generation. I am he. Wait, you're what? You. I'm kind of scared to answer what I was thinking. Like, you are a self harmer?
Computational graph to derive the derivative.
Yeah, well, yeah. No way! Queen, you're literally a 6th grader! When I was in 6th grade, I was 10 years old. Self harming is not aesthetic. Yeah, it's not. It's not. I mean, the songs they make about it is pretty nice. Uh, at that age, you just like being emo. But, like, that doesn't mean to undermine anyone's feelings at that age, though. Because there's a whole meme before, like, I'm 14 and this is deep 10. I'm 12, bro. Oh, wow. Hi. Yo, Mel, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Self-harming, huh? Who's doing it? Yo, Eris, welcome as well to the stream. How's it going? But yeah. Queen was just telling us something about the Butterfly Project. I don't know if she still does self-harming. I hope not. But, yeah. What's it called? What was it? Of course, we're not supposed to talk about music, but there was this thing called Baby Don't Cut. Yeah. I was like obsessed with that at some point. Oh shoot, it's Eris. Eris, you ever baked cookies? You doing homework? Yeah, I'm just studying right now. And sorry for not replying. Just gotta get my charger real quick. My laptop's dying. Okay. Yeah, with my grandma. Oh, nice. Like chocolate chip cookies? There's no cookie better than a good old-fashioned chocolate chip cookie.
The loss function with respect to each weight. So let's look at here. Suppose you have this is the input layer, and we know the signals. We can process it from left to right in this basic neural network. Once we get an output, the predicts we will compare with true answer using the loss function.
Dubs. Have you heard that song that's trending right now? It's about self-harm, but it sounds so innocent. What's it called? What grade do I need, bro? That looks like my brain hurts. That's why I'm looking at it. I know. This is a basic neural network. So this is the input layer, this is the output layer, and these are the hidden layers. And these are the weights, these are the biases, these are the components, the neurons, and we go from left to right. This is the true value, this is the predicted value, and this is the loss function that we use in order to tell how good the model is, because this is a basic neuron network, and this is a problem that we have called the vanishing gradient problem, which kind of defeats all our progress once we take the derivative, which is actually the partial derivative here. So, hope that makes sense. That dog finds the little man who lives under my bed. Problem is, I don't have a bed. What, really? Do you have a futon? Yeah. I sleep on a couch. Oh, okay. I'm spamming like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I saw that.
This is loss function. We know in each hidden layer, we have a lot of parameters, like the W and the bias vectors. So here, in order to update those, we need to compute a gradient. A gradient involves partial derivative of loss function with respect to each weight and each bias.
I wish I had a futon. Really? Why? And welcome to Dreamland. Who are you? Wait a minute. Who are you? Are you, did your name start with an E? Like, El Mundell? Yes, I knew it, bro. You didn't have to tell me El Mundell. Because you always change your name, but I could always tell it's you for some reason. Sorry. No, it's okay. Don't apologize.
So now let's think about, suppose we want to update this weight. Okay,
Kazoo Kid reference. Yeah, change my name very often. No, it's fine, El Mundell. I know it's you. Bro, I wish I had mods. How do you get mods? Well, there's one way is to just ask that, and boom, you're a mod. You gotta tame them all back. Welcome back, Queen. I need one for my channel. Oh, okay. I thought you were asking for this channel, which now that's too late since you're already mod. What are you studying, Drea? The mother of believers in that math. This is machine learning. So you're building models for the machine to learn from, and like there's deep learning as well, so that you could train a machine to do things for you. So it's kind of like AI. It's like machine learning. It's like a very important aspect of AI. But yeah, it doesn't include math because these are linear. Well, these are linear combinations, and then yeah, vectors. Guess what, Mel? Can anyone be Mammoth? Well, if you're live stream, what are you gonna live stream about, Mel? I don't know what the song is called because another language. Holy degree. Degree? I wish I had a degree, bro. I'm very far from it.
following the negative gradient direction, we need, first of all, we need to have a depth derivative. So the derivative, we know that is okay, following the negative gradient direction, we need each bias. So now, in order to update those, we need to compute the gradient.
I need to compute the gradient. Mel, it should be a boxing stream. Boxing? Like Muhammad Ali.
all the parameters, like the W.
My brain is hurting. Why does that look so hard? It is hard. It is. Don't worry. It's not just you. It's me too. I need to understand this stuff. And this is a really quick summer class. Like, it's literally ending next week, so I have to put it all in my brain. I've gone through many depressing parts of my life. Yeah, you've gone through more depressing stuff than I have. And it doesn't matter, like, what age you are. You know? If you're younger, that doesn't mean you have less pain in your life than somebody who's older. It's definitely the opposite when I think about everything you've said. Like, after my mom just passed away, I would cry if someone as little as bumped into me. No, for real, Queen. I've been there. And it's not just about that. Like, you know, it's not about losing somebody that makes you that sad and sensitive. Like, you know, anything could make you cry. So it's really important that we act nice to people. I would love to be left-handed. Really? Well, what's so cool about being left-handed? We need to have a gradient.
Fill and the bias vectors. So here, in order to update those, we need to compute the gradient. And
Queen Elizabeth, are you stressing right now? Well, she has been stressing lately. Like, since yesterday, she was saying like she misses her mom, and you know things just haven't been going well with her classmates. Like, especially the guys, like they've been really rude and like disgusting too. So, yeah, it does weigh on somebody like that. Wait, did I get it wrong? Oops. Wait, what did you get wrong? Sorry for your lost. No. Wait, when did I be mod? You know, because you asked it, I was like, you're right, there's no process. Spiral notebooks are my enemy. Yeah, bro, the spirals always come off. At my old school, my teacher would let me go to my friend's class because they were the only thing that helped me to be sane. Dang, how did your friend feel about that? And are you guys still friends or what?
gradient involve the partial derivative of loss function with
Yeah, we just live far away. Thank you so much. Of course, Mel. You seem very like a nice person. Even though you've barely been here, but it's kinda hard to see her now. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is because you moved to Australia when, like, less than 2 years ago. I'm hoping I can see her for her birthday soon. Yeah, I hope so too. She seems like a really good friend if she made you, you know, go through such hard time and live through that and get out of it stronger. Dream, try writing with your left hand on a spiral notebook. Well, I'm Maud's father, and your mother is Tofu. A Maud's father? So you and Tofu are the parents of all the Mods? It sucks. I was born in Australia. Oh, okay. No, I meant like from one place to another. I don't know.
with respect to each weight and each bias. So now let's think about suppose we want to update this weight. Okay, following the negative gradient direction, we need, first of all, we need to have a depth derivative.
Who listens to cigarettes after us? Me. I mean, I'm not supposed to say that because, in my religion, that's bad. Especially the name of the band, Astaghfirullah. That's like normalizing that. Cigarettes, firstly, that's haram. That, before marriage, haram. Music, haram. Everything about it is haram. But it's so nice, bro. Like sunsets. I wanna hear you. Wait. TV girl, not me. Okay, good. Don't listen to that. No matter how good it is. Bro, I had been here before 5 times. I think I'm the one you shared with the fifth grade incident. I saw when you were doing that mud thingy. Oh, you saw my Duolingo thing. Wow. Dang, I can't believe I forgot you. Sorry about that, Mel. But I'll remember you now. And that's good. TV. That's good that you were here for the Duolingo thing. TV girls song lovers rock is peak. I think I'm not fine. Like, I got a fever. My mind doesn't work properly right now. I think I had too much meth today. Meth? Ah, you have a fever from meth? I didn't know you could get fevers from that.
So the derivative we know that is
I love how sassy Jax is. I know, right? The name, oh nah, but Nagalai the music is so nice. It's so like, it fits your profile picture. Like, it's like really calming. Well, actually, I can't really see your profile picture. It looks like never mind. It looks like faces, but you know, like a gloomy day with a blue filter on a meadow. Feels like my head is gonna blow up. Well, who told you to take so much meth, Eris? But yeah, I hope you feel better soon. Don't take meth anymore, okay?
your loss function with respect to W1, for example, here. In the backpropagation, it is a sequence of the items we need times together from computational graph. Here you will see we have a lot of items need to times up in order to get this partial derivative. The more layers we have, the more number of items involved in this product. However, here, because we use a sigmoid function in each neuron, suppose we use a sigmoid function. So sigmoid function has this form. Now let's give you the realization of this sigmoid function. So this is the z-axis, the variable is z, and this is the corresponding sigmoid function. So from this graph, you may tell, suppose we have some changes happen on z, and this result in this amount of changes on the sigmoid function. So now, if you consider the sigmoid function with respect to z, this derivative, you will find that this one is less than 1 because this is approximately this one is the limit when z delta z.
Nah, about meth, it was a joke, but I really got a fever. Aww. That's sad. I'm so sorry that you have a fever. But yeah, the best medicine for fever is probably like honey. But actually fevers are like a immunity boosting thing. It happens to everybody, but like you come out stronger. You write so fast. Me? No way. I was so slow. Paracetamol. Oh, okay, maybe that too, or like chicken soup. True. Something good for your stomach. I had a friend who kept saying he takes meth, trying to act all cool. He was talking about his ADHD meds. Oh yeah, I don't know why things like that seem so cool. Like cocaine, because once you get addicted, like even the richest person can fall into drugs and like ruin their entire lives. That happens a lot here in California. Like people, they come from such rich places and backgrounds and families, but they fall into drugs and their whole lives get ruined. It's like, it doesn't have to be that way.
Goes to 0, based on the definition of the derivative. So this is the changes on the theta function over the changes we have on the z. So this one is this from this realization you may tell that the sigmoid function is the derivative is less than 1. Because we use a lot of sigmoid function, right? In each neuron, suppose in the layer, so a lot of those items in this product they are less than 1. They involve a lot of less than 1 equals. Right? So the more layers we have, the more items involved in this product, and as we know, they involve smaller than 1 components. So the smaller the value of this ingredient.
Getting becomes smaller or more layers are used. Yeah, no drugs ruin lives. True, true, true. Your stream is delayed, I guess. No. I'm just kind of slow at replying, I think.
And derivative, this partial derivative will be. So here again, this one will become.
It is delayed though, just a little bit.
So much smaller. One we have more layers involved. The deeper the neural network is, the smaller this derivative of the loss function with respect to the earlier, the width in the earlier, the layers of the neural network.
It's like infinite LED real world. LED?
So now you can see here, let's compare the width we have in the first hidden layer and the width we have the last hidden layer. If you compare to, suppose here this is a loss function compared to the derivative of the partial C to partial W1, and here this is partial C to the width in the last layer, because this one involves so many items in that product, so this one definitely will be much smaller than this one, than the derivative of the the width in the last layer. Okay, so now if the derivative is small, because
Yeah, LED. Mel, why do you keep saying hi? I don't get it. Because it's to say, I don't know. I'm 5%. I'm cooked. No! Get your charger. I got my charger from a laptop. Me too, I swear. What? Yo! Dying on me? Oh, hell no.
This derivative to update. So the smaller derivative, we know the weight will change slowly. So this is what we can call learning slowly. So at the beginning, you will use random values to initialize those weight value. Right? If we change it slow.
I can't wait till the weather gets better. Like, it's so hot these days, but when California cools down, when fall is here, actually no, fall is hot too, but like in winter time, man, the weather gets so pretty. Hello, cooked. I'm guilty. I'll use my portable charger. Don't worry. Cool. You have a portable charger.
Okay. Suppose after several iterations, we will find out it will still remain random in the first several layers. So this is why the deep neural network still perform not such good, especially as we see.
As well as self-harm, I used to starve myself. Whoa. Dang. I'm so sorry to hear that. Because you already struggle with eating, till today. Because, even though you're a good cook, like, you still rely on your dad to cook actual dinner, right? And, yeah, you just get... I mean, he usually just takes that shortcut. I mean, he's probably has it really hard, too, because he's a single dad. But too many, like, McDonald's and shortcuts, it's not good for your health and long term, but it's okay, honestly. One day's not gonna hurt you. But, yeah, I mean, starving yourself, that's worse than eating unhealthy, I feel like. At least you have some food. What is a portable charger? And, oh, it's $10. Yeah, I see those all the time at, like, below five below. But, like, they're kind of bad quality. I finally reached 50 subs. Do y'all remember when I said I want to reach 50 subs so bad? Yeah! And then I gave you a shout out, and then now you could live stream. Hey! I mean, if it works, it works, Eddie. Eat McDonald's. Clean is better for you. It was, I think, I don't know. I wouldn't ever tell somebody to do that. But she said she used to. She doesn't starve herself anymore. Well, it's 3:26 right now, bro. Same. It's 3:26 a.m. for me. A.m. That's why I'm talking so slowly. Like I can't even process anything. So tired.
In this example, right, the deeper the neural network is, the smaller the derivative of the loss function with respect to the earlier first level. I mean, with in the first earliest level base, next level layer. So this is why when we use a sigmoid function on the neuron, the deep.
It's 8 p.m. for me. Wow. Who's in college right now? Not me. I'm at home. I hate swipe text so much. But then again, it's a lot faster. Swipe text? Oh, like a feature on your phone. What do you know? I can't hold promises. I'll probably fall asleep on my phone. Same. I'm so sleepy. I might fall asleep on the stream.
No matter what, sometimes will not give us a better accuracy. This is what we call vanishing gradient, because gradient in the derivative of the first, the derivative of the loss function with respect to the first layers, they are getting close to the zero of the actual.
Oh, you could have just said that first. Damn, GG's. I'm not in college. I was barely able to keep up in school. Man, why is that? What happened? Guilty?
More layers involved. Okay, so how to change it? Later, people figured out there's an activation function that we could solve this issue.
Solution. Why? I'm kind of nervous. For what? Bro, you low-key have me concerned. Queen, yo. Yeah, what did you say, Queen? That you retracted. Bro, my college is about to start in just a few days. I'm gonna leave my home too because my college is too far from home. Whoa, Aries, you gonna live by yourself? You're gonna cook for yourself and everything? You're gonna dorm? That's crazy. That is very nervous worthy. I don't have to dorm because my house is close to my thing. But yeah, if it weren't, I don't even know. It's really expensive too, dorming. So how are you gonna afford dorming though, Eris? Is your parents gonna pay for you, or are you gonna get a job, or what? I'm happy too, but sad too. And no, that's very understandable. I feel about you. At least you're going to do great things in the future. True. Very good. Very good things. Hi, yo, Goofy Goober Ashley. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. How's it going? Bro, I hate my autocorrect keyboard, but I can't stay without it. True, same. They're gonna steal your shoes. Something about butterflies. The seniors are going to stick your head in the toilet. No, come on. This is college. No one's like that. Only in high school. That's so cliche. I've taken a hostel there. Hostel? What is a hostel? I mean, I've heard of hostels, but I thought it's called hotel. But like, what is a hostel? The most popular activation function for deep neural networks. R. Okay, 5. capacity compute handles it. Now I've taken a house. I haven't been able to sleep at all. I tried. It's been a whole week, and I only fell asleep twice. No way, bro. This is actually concerning. Your brain needs the rest. Why can't you sleep? Are you like traumatized by something? Oof, you don't know about Indian culture? No, I don't. I'm sorry, bro. Insomnia sucks. Yeah, even though I've never dealt with insomnia. Maybe at some point I did after like sleep and like losing sleep when traveling. I was kind of insomniac after traveling, but then it went away. I feel like goober. So do I gotta explain to you? Oh man, yeah, I don't even know what that is. Maybe I could Google it though. Where's a hostel? Low cost, budget friendly type of lodging featuring shared dorm rooms, bunk bed, and a communal areas like kitchen and a lounge. Oh wait, that kind of looks like a boarding school sort of. Okay, well you don't have to explain that much. Pretty straightforward. Melatonin, maybe that will help you get happy. You know, I heard cherries are good, like they help with sleep, and kiwis maybe. Bro, with all that thing you're doing, studying and stuff, bro, you're making it to college, no exceptions. Me, or Eris. I don't have insomnia. I just don't sleep because of stress and anxiety. No way! How's that possible? How can you be that stressed? What happened, Ashley? Do you want to talk about it? What is stressing you out? If you don't have it, you could maybe go to the shops and get some. True. Well, I'll be get better Google. I'm sure I will. What are you studying for if there's no exams? Well, I'm studying for the uh don't worry about it. I'm studying for the clout. I mean, sorry, for the discussion posts. Cheese helps you as well, apparently. Oh, nice. Yeah, I love cheese. Uh-huh. Yeah, eating cherry pits would help with sleep. Cherry pits? Oh, bro. I actually have a cherry pit that I cracked open with some like pliers and stuff, and then what's it called? Took out the seed. There's an actual seed in there, and then I put it in some like a wet paper towel, and then I put that in foil, and it's in the fridge right now. So it's actually germinating, and in October, I'm gonna take it out, and then plant it. Hopefully it works. You're performatively studying. But basically, no, this is actually good studying, so you understand what you're doing, and like what your major is about. Studying is never a waste of time. It sticks out like a sore thumb. What does? I hate how big my rib cage is. Your rib cage? What happened to your rib cage? Is it just like naturally sticking out, or did something happen? You can't from eating too much cherry pit. And the only reason I got bullied is because of my styles. Wait, I didn't read something. I'm just scared for school and I hate it but I like it for my friends, and I got made fun of all last year, and I'm starting in a few weeks. Oh, I see. Hostels on campus or nearby accommodations provided by college or university for students who live away from home. Makes sense. So yeah, I mean here we have dorms, so like there's 2 people per room. But hostels sound kind of like there's not enough privacy. Like how do you study there? Oh, actually no, there's libraries. Ignore them, Gourd. True. Like you don't maybe you should like just more normally, because people don't respect the styles.
Issue that is called RELU or IELU activation function. But the function is very simple. Given the z, instead of using the sigma function, we use this max function. So if you just given this variable, just compare with 0. If it is greater than 0, we know we will just use z. If it is less than 0, so suppose z is negative, we will use 0 instead. Right? So This one is very simple, and it performed really well in the current deep neural network. Also, because the simple form is very easy to compute, and we can use it to handle the vanishing gradient problem. So why if you look at it here, this is just a linear function, right? The gradient, if you check the partial derivative of the relu function with respect to variable on the right, this linear portion, it is just 1. The derivative is 1 on the right portion, when z greater than 0.
I got bullied at my old school for being a variant. I went and subbed to Queen Puppy Legs. Aw, that's so sweet. Yeah, I also learned some boxing too. Yeah, that could help for self-defense. I love boxing. Nice! Keep up with it. I hope you stay consistent with boxing. That's actually such a good quality. Or something to be into. See, I love Therians. They're the sweetest and most stylish people ever. I want to sleep. Sorry, Mel, if I'm keeping you up. Don't worry. I appreciate you being here. But you could go to sleep if you need to. Most college hostels provide shared or single bedroom, beds, wardrobes, study tables, and chairs. Common bathrooms or attached bathrooms in the same hostel. Wi-Fi and electricity, drinking water, and a laundry. Wow, everything you need. But the shared bathroom is like the worst part ever. Like you never know, like who else has like weird bathroom habits? Cause yeah, man, they don't keep it clean. I wish I could try boxing, but the last time I tried to fight, I cried because I didn't want to hurt the person. That's so sweet.
Okay, so now when we use, the relu function.
My cat is so clingy. Aw. Well, that's like my orange cat, but only with my sister, not me or anybody. He's just so clingy with her. Heck no, I'm not sleeping. This is my first time as a mod. I'm locking it. No way, but it's like 3 a.m. though. She go to sleep. She won't stop crawling in front of my phone. Aw.
The neuron. It's a neuron, we will use the linear combination. After we get a linear combination result, we use relu to process it. So different, the training data sets will give us different behavior on the neuron. For example, some training examples, one that, for example, on those neurons, the output are negative. If they're negative, because the last activation, the linear combination suppose is negative, we will use this random function to process it, the output will become 0. If here is a 0, so that means what we will no longer, that means there's no single information output from this neuron. So the neural network will become like this one. For another example, a training example, cases,
She might be pregnant, and there's gonna be silence if she is. No, you should spay your cat. Otherwise, who's gonna take care of the baby? There's gonna have 20 cats, and they're all gonna be, they're all gonna need to get spayed too. Otherwise, they're gonna have babies. But that's cute though. She's pregnant. Like I hope her kids have a good future. I had to give away my guinea pigs. What? When was this? I wish I had pets still. Man, that's so sad. Queen. Oh, where's... Oh, actually, like, what are you stressing about, by the way? I wanted to ask. Like, what's stressing you out that made you not be able to sleep?
Maybe we have other neurons that output 0 by using the random function. So the neural network may look like this one on other training data sets. So now you can see different training batches in the given.
So these... sigmoid. Oh, Jay, I need to go to bed. I have event in the morning. I'm cooked. Yeah, you should go to bed, Mel. I should probably go to. I don't know. No, never mind. I have work tomorrow, not today. Who's your guilty? Goofy, what do you pronounce? That's obviously a girl. Brother, me too. I'm after my amateur license. My favorite boxer has to be Roberto Duran. I only know Muhammad Ali, but he's dead. I heard of him. Oh, my sister's friends. She's really mean. I tried to be friends with her, but she called my friend while his mic was still on, and she started talking shit about me and trying to focus on my friend. They don't like. That's not even your friend. That's your sister's friend. And why is she friends with her in the first place if she's being rude to you? That's bad.
In training data sets, the neural network here.
But like, what she say that was so bad that it made you so stressed that you can't sleep. Like, how could she be that bad? Like, what would she say? But I get so anxious too, honestly. Like, I completely forgot like what I was anxious about when I started streaming. But now that you mention it, I was really anxious before, just a couple hours ago, because of my cousin. She just unfriended me on Instagram, on her like private account where she's like only cute, cool human beings only, and like she kicked me out of that. I was like, what? I'm not cool anymore. What happened? Like I want to confront her, but at the same time, like I respect that decision if she thinks that way. I don't want to force her to add me back or make things awkward. But honestly, I should confront her. I'm just really scared though. Like, what is she gonna say? There's like a rubber Johan. My father doesn't allow me to go to the boxing club for practice. I'm like, he doesn't want me to be a boxer. Nah, bro, practices make improvement. Practice makes improvement. Yeah. But that's sad. Your father's like really strict.
Eventually. So this is give us the generalization the is a representative learning capability of the
Generalization, prosperity of belief. Different training examples may have different structures to learn. Yeah, you're right. She asked me, didn't we agree we didn't like name me and my band is being broken apart, but we're all trying to meet up and talk, so I'm trying my best, but I kind of go sleep for 5 hours, but yeah. Oh, you got sleep, that's good, that's good. But 5 hours is still not enough. You need adequate 8 hours, if not 9 hours of sleep. But she asked me if we agreed they didn't like me. Why would she say that? What is there not to like about you? Okay, maybe your style is a bit excessive or something. It's like out of the norm. But and like Therian, I don't know. People are just that's not very normal. People want you to be normal. So it's your choice, though. I mean, if you want to choose to be that way, then you should be brave. You should stick to it. I hate it when my dad comments about how much I ate. Bro, why is he commenting about that? Like today, my dad said I ate a lot. But for someone who's like starved themselves before, I mean, your dad should be happy at this point. I mean, not till you get overweight, but like just so that you're eating enough and healthy. That's so mean. I know, right? Family members tend to be the most judgmental. True.
deep neural networks by using a variety different training example. For example, this one will give us this, the neural network will appear, it looks like this structure. For another training example, we will look like this one. So different training example from the given training dataset, the neural network may present a different structure to from. This key increase this enhances learning or representative capability of the neural network. The next one, special things in the current deep neural network is dropout layer. So drop learning or representative capability. Of the neural network.
Hi, it's my birthday yesterday. Yo, Adina, welcome back to the stream and happy birthday. How old did you turn? I'm guessing 18, huh? And in the past, he said someone was hungry. Oh, my days. I don't think that's as offensive as saying, like, oh, you're eating too much. Don't eat too much or something like that. My cat's curled up on me like a baby. Aww. I want to see your cat. It's time for birthday punches. I haven't heard of birthday punches in a long time. She's EP. You should move out from house queen. Go and get an apartment and live there. She's in 6th grade, bro. You know what? I should move out before her. I need to. Go and get an apartment and live there for years. Do part-time jobs. Earn enough money so you can eat as much as you can. Queen Elizabeth. The missile is EP. Turned 17. Oh, I was close. Happy birthday. Yeah.
The next one, special things in the current deep neural network is dropout layer. So dropout layer happens commonly in the deep neural network. So what is dropout layer? In dropout layer, a similar idea, we're just trying to ignore some neurons based on some given probability. So each time, for example, when we want to check the neurons and each time we check, perform the operation, and each neuron will assign a city. So each special thing for this key increase of this dropout layer.
There's dropout. There's early stopping, batch normalization. Okay. One more year and you got to pay taxes and vote. Well, actually, more than 1 year if you don't get a job. But yeah, when you're 18, you could have still worked before 18 though. I'm giggling, I'm in 6th grade too, or I'm going to 6th. So you're same as Queen. Tax collector makes me happy. Drop up.
The dropout layer happens common in the deep neural network. So what is dropout layer? In dropout layer, a similar idea, we're just trying to ignore some neurons based on some given probability. So each time, for example, when we want to check the neurons and each time we check, perform the operation, and each neuron will assign some probability. For example, we can when we assign this probability and when this one is selected based on the probability, we will simply ignore the output of it. So the structure of the network is very similar to the value calculate function on each training example.
Each time before updating the parameters, each neuron has percent to drop out. Well, oh, geez, getting older sucks. To slavery, my advice. That's funny. Oh, I gotta go. Me and my friends promised we'd call each other at 6 so we can talk about our Doki Doki Literature Club cosplays. I'll be Sayuri, my friend's gonna be Yuri, and my sister's gonna be Monica. I don't know who any of those are, but have fun and take care. And yeah, it's nice that you have friends. I'm still in high school, okay? Let me be in starting in 2 years. And then I have 1 year left, and I got to go be free from schools. I don't think you get free after high school though. You got college, you got uni, and if anything, there's like master's degree that you gotta pursue. It's a lot. It's a lot. We just don't have an Natsuki or Max. Goober, have you watched? Okay, bye guys. Bye Goofy. Take care.
But for here, dropout, we just assign the probability of being dropped out, of being ignored to each neuron. But here, dropout, we just assign the probability of being dropped out, of being ignored to each neuron.
For each mini batch, we resample the dropout neurons. We don't talk about them. Hey kids, dude. You don't talk about your kids? That's crazy. Most dads are just talking all about the kids. Bye. Okay, bye, Queen. Right? Oh no, you're talking to Goofy. Okay, good. How did your wife die guilty? Whoa, dang! I didn't know all his lore. I'll be back. Okay, bye. Poland, like she died before the kids were born. What? She died because of Poland.
So another thing.
Don't ask any questions. It's hard for him to talk about.
Here you want to tell that dropout is happened in the testing, in the training stage. Only happened in the training stage. When we are doing the testing, this
is only in the training stage. No, but guys, what do I do? My cousin, she unfollowed me on Instagram, on her her second account where she's more personal with it. Like she puts really personal stuff on her inner life. Like she recently got married, so she like post that. It's like I watched that because it's like really crazy to see like somebody my age, or like a little different than my age, but like kind of close to it, like living that life that maybe I would have if things went right for me. But I think she did that just because like of evil. I don't know. I don't even know what's happening. Oh, they're just talking about their personal lives, or like made up roleplay. Yes, it's been over half a century and it's still a tough subject. Half a century? Whoa, I'm only 237. She unfollowed you, huh? Or you blocked? Unfollowed. Yeah. Not blocked. Yeah. I still hurt though. I'm like, come on. Wow, I'm so nice.
No dropout. So this is things you want to be aware. We also mentioned the mini bench as a training stage.
Training?
When we are doing the testing, there's no drop.
When we're doing testing, there's no drop. Some people are just like that, Jojo. True. Damn, why did she do that? I have to ask, but I'm too scared to ask. Should I ask her? Should I start something? I'm gonna get too anxious if I ask her, waiting for a reply. I don't like doing that.
So this is things you want to be aware. We also mentioned the mini bench. Suppose here in the stochastic gradient descent, we are not process all data items. Once we divided the whole, suppose this is a whole data set, we will divide it into multiple benches.
We do not really minimize total loss.
So for here, suppose here we have those benches. Now,
should I put a pause here and then do it later? Yeah, ask her. She's your cousin. Come on, you have Albrights. I know, but still. I don't know. A bit scary. I shouldn't be scared, but something like if you knew that somebody liked you, you wouldn't like worry about them not liking you, would you? If you have an inkling feeling that they might not like you, it comes from somewhere. Maybe it's true. Yo, Johnny Fanny, welcome to the stream. What sorcery are you studying? We're studying Full Metal Alchemy. But yeah. This is not even as bad as it gets. My friend wants to match with me for the book parade, so she will be Ochako and I'll be Toga, but I don't know if I will do that because it's anime, and I'm scared people will judge. And plus, I don't even know if there's a book of it. That's funny that you guys are planning to match like a cosplay when it's a book parade and like there's no books. That's just the reason to cosplay. If I just smoke weed and video games. I mean, when you do that enough times, like you'll be happy in the moment, but it's not gonna create something for the long run where you could, you know, be proud of something. When you look back, it's just like wasted time and energy. When you're young, this is the youngest you'll ever be, and you're like wasting it. When you're older, it's like, man, I wish I used that better. I mean, you'll be happy thinking about those times, yeah, because it felt good, but you're not gonna feel that again, are you? I don't know. Hands. So, yeah.
Suppose we start from random parameter values. We will pick up the badges, the sequentially, and to update the weights. But we know that each time when we update the weights, we will only we will base on one batch. So when we process the first batch, we update the weights. When we process the second batch of the data items, we plot the parameter ones until all the batches are processed. So this form one epoch. So one epoch is going through all the batches one time. After that, of course, you can come back starting from the first batch and begin the process and repeat the process. So we can have involve multiple epochs. I mean, going through the whole process multiple times. Earlier stopping. So earlier stopping we mentioned before when we train them.
Should we stop here, guys? Well, Fudger starts at 4:50ish, so I should go at least for 30 more minutes. I hate phantom limbs. What are those? That looks like some complicated she. Damn, good job though. Maybe it's because I'm ADHD. No, it's just like it's hard in general. It's not because of ADHD or anything. Anybody with ADHD can do anything. Weed and video games. That's like a weird combination. I mean, not weird, but like. But I can imagine you looking like that blonde hair, long blonde hair guy from Big Hero 6. Like, that's the vibe you give. You're probably rich, though. How about weed and gym? Mechanical weed? How is that not family friendly? Chill, bro. Oh, medicinal. Okay, that's good. Yeah, weed and gym is better. It's basically where you feel like you have a tailored ear to something else that's animalistic. It's a Therian thing. I hate phantom limbs. Oh, okay. Plus, I don't even. Okay. Join math better.
Earlier stopping. So earlier stopping. We mentioned before when we train a neural network and we may get the training error and the validation error. We pick up a good we select the model trained based on the validation error rather than the training error. Training dataset help us to update the weights, but when you judge whether the model trained is good or not, you rely on validation error. For example, here this one is a training loss, and this one is validation loss. At the beginning, we know at this stage, suppose we just use a few epochs. This is called underfitting. Right? We don't get a really good model because validation error and the training error was high. Suppose you to go to somewhere, suppose you model along epochs, and we have a high validation error, but lower training error. So this is overfitting, right? But we don't have a good model with generalization. So which model should we pick up? So we will pick up the model, or we stop training at this moment. When we have among all the validation error we have along the epochs training, we pick up the model with the smallest validation error. So this is a good point. We should pick up the training model.
been a long day. I'll share it briefly with you all. Another cool day in Sydney, Australia. Went to the big stores today, drove to Chinatown, bought some fine perfumes, had 2 big bowls of Thai food. Dang, you actually sound so cool, Johnny Fanny. Yeah, in an RV, white, out into the desert. Man, Walter White. The reasons I go to school because I'm bored, to my crush, my friends, recess, and lunch, and that's it. Thank you for your time. I mean, where's to learn? You gotta add that into the list. Just kidding. At that age, I feel like in school, like, you don't learn too much. It's mostly busy work. Though it was a headache looking for new perfumes, I put on. Had to sniff over 20 samples, and when I got to the right one, it was an instant bell ring, had me captivated. Dang, what was it called? My mom sells perfumes. Is weed legal in Australia? Yes, bro, it is, I guess. Yeah, Queen is from Australia too. Yeah, legal, but I'm waiting for the driving laws to be established for the driving. Wait, so how old are you, Donnie? You sound like 25 to me, but if you're not old enough to drive, you're probably like 17? No, I don't know. 15? Queen, don't smoke weed. Why?
The batch normalization. Batch normalization is another layer. Sometimes we may want to use in deep learning structure. It is related to the feature scaling. So first of all, let's look at what the feature scaling it is. We already learned this before. So suppose here we have a lot of data items. So here this is R number of the input data item. Okay. And each this item string here, suppose this is a feature.
I'm gonna. Hopefully, within the next 2 to 6 months, there will be new laws for drivers to be allowed to have the THC in their system without getting fined. But doesn't that make you like get into car accidents more? Because it's still an intoxicant. I don't know though. It could probably be still like it. Maybe it doesn't make you high. I don't know. Medicinal weed, I might use it again mainly for one of my conditions. No, I want to be medicated without getting fined while driving. So it doesn't make you high? I don't know if that's high still. Nope, I'm fine when I'm medicated on medicinal weed. I drive better and calmer. Nice. I feel like people who are high, they get into less car crashes. I mean, less injuries during car crashes. Because actually, my cousin was saying this. Like, they don't react or anything. They don't try to jump or escape or squirm. They're just so calm that, like, if there's any reason to get hurt, it's reduced because they don't move too much. So, I'm not advocating that people smoke when driving, but it has its benefits.
And each this item string.
Wait, do you mind saying how old you are? Johnny Fanny. And yo, وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome back to the stream. How's it going?
Here, suppose this is a feature 1, feature 2. So we have those M, suppose M number of features. Like feature scaling is trying to scale the features, the same features among in those data items to be on the same level. So the process, for example, let's take all those features from the samples of the same feature. So we will compute mean, we will compute standard deviation, and we will normalize it by minus mean and divide by the standard.
Like, say if you medicated the night before and drive the next day, I have no impairment and waiting for next laws to come into place so I don't get fined, which is a huge relief. But how do they know if you're medicated or not? Like, you could just take it and they won't know, right? Because you're so calm at driving. Ohio Joy Sensei. Yo, Robin even Batman. Ohio gozaimasu. I mean, it is morning. It's 4 a.m. But I'm gonna leave before Fudger comes in, inshallah. So it's like a few minutes. Not a few minutes, like 20 minutes maybe. Like you're not smoking a blunt and then going for a joyride, right? I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Deviation computed. So hopefully we want, because the feature of those one, the values will be in the normal distribution based on mean 0 and standard deviation 1. Compute standard. So the process, for example, let's take all those features from the samples of the same feature. So we will compute mean, we will compute standard deviation, and we will normalize it by minus mean and divide by the standard deviation. So hopefully we want, because the feature of those one, the values will be in the normal distribution based on mean 0 and the standard deviation 1. We will apply this process, this normalization on each feature, so all the features will be on the same scale, same level. This is what we call the feature scaling. So the feature scaling previously was performed on the input data. So now what batch normalization? Batch normalization previously was performed on the input data.
Hormonal or something. They do random drug swab tests, and if they detect any trace, they suspend your license and revoke you from driving. Wait, how random is it? Because they just pull you over whenever you're driving, or what? That's scary. Sometimes I cry for no reason. No, I think there's always a reason. Like you in the back of your brain, there's always something there, and like you don't really think about it, and it does affect your mood. Like you end up crying. I feel that too sometimes, unless I sit down with myself and really think about why it is that I'm feeling that way. And there's usually a lot. Because Queen Elizabeth, you are empty from inside, hormonal or something. It's like that sometimes, Queen. Heard ice cream and chocolate helps with that. She just ate it. I haven't had my first thing. Oh wow. Thanks for trying to help though. Because you're 12, Queen. Maybe you're just... No, I feel like there's definitely a reason. Like you've been thinking about your mom lately. You didn't mention her this stream, so... Fun fact, your brain uses surprisingly little power. Even though it performs trillions of operations and runs continuously, the human brain usually typically uses about 20 watts. Same as a dim light bulb. It's like extra dim right now.
So now what batch normalization?
But yeah, the brain is actually so powerful. Like somebody got shot in the head, and like he was completely fine, even though his brain was busted on one side. Because that's how little of our brains that we use. Imagine if we used the whole thing. They camp on the main roads and pull drivers into the drug swap zones. Dang. So they just know that you're probably high. That's sad. Because it's medicinal. Like, they should allow that. I mean, they are going too soon. But I shouldn't be, like, saying that sad, though. Like, drugs are not allowed in my religion. No matter what, like, even if it's medicinal. So you were jealous of them? My friends got hers at 9. That's crazy. For half the girls in my grade have gotten theirs. So it's because I said because you're 12. Yeah. What the hell is this stream's age? I thought y'all are over 18. Yeah. There's some young people. There's some older people. Like Eric Scott, he's like 17, right? He's like, I, I think he's above 18 now. No, he's 18. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm out then. Nonetheless, Jesus loves you all deeply. No, wait, stay, bro. I don't usually say my age, but there's older people here. Trust me.
You think about here, suppose this is input data. Of course, we can use it.
No, Johnny Fanny. Well, I love Jesus. Jesus. Period sucks, dude. Only guilty knows how much it would feel the pain. Well, I don't get it. Like, I don't know if that's TMI, but I don't get it. Cause it's not like a medical issue. I just don't, like, ever since I was young. Well, that is bad though. Like my friend said to get it checked out. I could get endometriosis if I don't, fix that. But I don't want to. I don't want to deal with that.
Which is scary to pre-process those values. And because, but think about in the deep learning, right? Suppose we have a really good, scaled or normalized input data, but those input data we're working with the weights and generate a lot of intermediate results. In this, in the middle of the, the deep neural network, how can we ensure?
My lecture's not working. Oh, what? I'm talking to your wife, dude. Whose wife? I'm an older person. Take care. I encourage you all to read, study the Bible, the Word of God. It is life to your soul. Don't be scared of the devil. Seek Jesus with all your heart, and he will answer you. He will help you. Well, God can't be a man, so... Because, like, humans are limited, they're flawed, they're just imperfect. Like, if God were a man, that's, like, contrary to what God is defined as. It's perfect. So, as much as Jesus is wonderful, and we do love him, he can't be God. He's a messenger of God, just like David, Solomon, Abraham, all of them. They're all prophets. But yeah, take care as well, Johnny. And I don't know. Don't do weed, maybe. Even if it's medicinal, there's probably something else. Is there? I don't know. Alright, I need that. Girl, that could mean you're infertile. Oh yeah, that could. But I don't really grieve that. I feel like there's already too many people in the world. So, I don't mind. And if I do want a kid, I'll just, like, take care of somebody else. And even if, I had the resources for taking care of another human being, why not take care of someone who's older? Like, some people need that too, not just kids. Is smoking weed a sin? Yeah, it is. Medicinal marijuana is generally considered permissible by many contemporary Islamic scholars, but for specific conditions of medicinal necessity, prescription, and need. What? No way! Okay. There must be no halal alternatives. Pure intentions. Strictly for healing the pain relief. No way! That's cool. That marijuana is halal. To some degree, when it really matters. Well, before I go, I'll answer that God himself had to come down in the flesh. He was the only one to shed his blood for the remission of our sins. He sets the perfect example of his character. Well, yeah, that's important that we need a human being to learn from as a perfect example, but that's why he has prophets, he sent prophets so that we could learn from them and their stories, like David, Solomon, and all of them, they had those real men of God, like they had all those qualities to be the perfect guidance for humanity. But it can't be God himself that, comes down and does it, because they killed him, like or like they tried to kill him, but we believe that Jesus was taken up to the heavens. Like, didn't get to actually kill him, but yeah, nobody can hurt God. Doesn't make sense. God cannot be hurt. And if he's like trying to sacrifice himself, that doesn't. You don't need to sacrifice yourself to forgive people. Medicinal marijuana uses for many conditions in moderation. In my opinion, it's fine. Yeah, it is. It is. I didn't know that. Honestly, I just searched it up and it's like it's allowed. And it's marijuana. Whoa. Queen, I know her face, but I have to get permission from Joya to explain what she looks like. No, don't tell her. I think you could probably imagine it, like. But yeah, don't say anything. Like, I try to not do face reveals. I think I'm getting sick. You and Eriska are sick. But I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Okay, I want to tell her. Thank you.
In this topic, and each this how it's not that simple. Once you get this value, how you look at, suppose you put this normalization layer, then you check the outputs from the previous layer to do some kind of feature scaling process, right? So what I can do, suppose here this is in the middle somewhere in we get those layers output and we will compute the mean. So this is mean value. Then we will compute the standard deviation, right? So those are computed based on the outputs from this mesh on some layer. After that, we will we can process this each output of the data sample by using the mean and divided by the standard deviation. So this is the kind of feature scaling, right? So this part we just process it. This is
I was saying marriage, Yeah, I know what you're saying, guilty, but I almost read that as something else. I was like, no, I'm not getting married. I'm physically sick, but the queen is mentally sick. I've been using my mobile data this whole time. Dang. To answer what you stated, I should be going off to bed, but I'll do so to the best of my knowledge out of love. Well, it's kind of rhetorical, honestly. I'm not really seeking answers in that regard. Honestly, you should probably go to sleep. But I don't want you to leave the stream, bro. Like, not this one, but like, to never come back. That's sad. As a Christian, I believe Jesus didn't stop being God when he became man. Rather, God the Son took on human nature while remaining fully divine. He experienced hunger, tiredness, suffering, and death. Why would God have to experience all that? In his humanity, yet his divine nature did not cease to exist. So, like, if in the Christian belief, Jesus died, so how is God dead? How does life sustain without God? Like, make it make sense. But then you still believe that God exists. So he died in his human form, but he was alive. Like, did he, like, transfer? Was there any second between that where he was not alive? And if he did transfer, then I don't know. Becoming human made it possible for him to represent humanity and offer himself as a perfect sacrifice to sin. That does not sit right, bro. Like, why would he have to die? That's, like, if anyone has to die, it's the people who attempted to kill him. Like, that's like allowing evil to ensue. He died and rose again. He has all power. Well, yeah, God is omnipotent. He does have all power, but God cannot die. If he's omnipotent, then that's the definition of God. God does not die. Otherwise, you could not sustain without God. Life itself would be over. I was supposed to be in bed 20 minutes ago. Dang. You know what? This is actually a really interesting conversation. But it's 4:22 a.m. I want to see when the Hajj is. See, all deserve the cross. Deserve it? But instead of us, he took our place. Wait, why do we deserve it, bro? That's not fair. Some people are just newborns, like they didn't have any sins. Unless you believe in cardinal sins, like innate human sin. But then again, like people, they say, like babies are full of sins because they hurt the mom. But it's not even their fault, bro. We all have sinned and fallen short. Even babies. I'm not Christian though, do you deserve it? God says not one is righteous. I mean, not our fault though. Rome fell shortly after that they crucified Jesus. They did crucify him, but didn't get to kill him.
Scary. So it's not feature scary.
Which is kind of ironic, because in the Islamic belief, like they say Jesus did not die, which would be better fitting in the narrative that Jesus were God. But then the Christians say that he did die. It's kind of ironic. But yeah, he'll be back. We both believe that he'll be back.
Previously, when we apply it, you only had on the input layer or input data, you pre-process it, but now the batch normalization in it, they do feature scaling for the layer, inside the neural network.
Feature scaling inside the neural network. You think Kratos ever met Jesus? Wait, Kratos is not a fictional guy? Jews' fault. Exactly, the Jews, bro. They're so... They're man. They're like the antagonists of every generation. But no hate to Jews. I'm saying it like those types of Jews. Jewish food is good. But yeah, overall, the message is about love and forgiveness. You know what's crazy? What? Love and forgiveness are very important things, but it's more like justice, like justice is really important too. Like you can't love somebody who kills you. I was in a Jewish Christian debate. Oh, really? I'm Muslim. I'm so tired, but I don't want to leave. No, it's okay, Queen. If you want to sleep, you can. It's probably like 10 p.m. for you now. They were arguing for hours. Dang.
Oh, it's not that simple. Once you get this,
At that point, it's just better to leave it. Because for hours, it's crazy. I think they just find fun in it. Like, they don't really care about addressing. They just want to be like, oh, who's the better debater? Like, it's probably a hobby for them. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, I can't believe I stayed in it. You did? Dang. Oh, but in our religion, there's like this short chapter called Surah Kafirun, right? It's just explaining that to each their own. Like, everybody is allowed to believe their own religion. For you, it's your religion. For me, it's my religion. Like, that ends all debates, bro. And then there's also another verse in the largest chapter that said, there's no compulsion in religion. La ikraha din. There's no compulsion in religion. Like, you don't have to. And nobody, like, faith itself cannot be forced onto others. Like, it has to be from within. If it's not within, how could somebody force you from outside? That's not faith. That's just, yeah. Well, I'm not here to convert you or Bible bash you, but I'll share you my testimony that sealed my faith in Jesus, if that's okay. Wait, so were you born Christian, or are you just saying, like, what sealed my faith as in, like, you became Christian?
This process or normalize the output.
I just heard a car beeping their horn and it sounded like they were going really fast past my house. Oh dear. Hopefully they're not drunk driving. It is late at night though. That's when the drunk drivers usually activate. By the way, I live near the highway. Ooh, that's scary. Stay safe. Nope, not born Christian. I became a Christian after really dark places in my life. Oh, I'm so glad that, you know, you're out of the dark place. I hope you're out of it. But since you're talking past tense, then yeah, I hope you're better now. But Christianity is better than nothing. I'll say that because you still believe in God, right? There's a lot of similarities between these monotheistic religions because they did have a common ancestor that is Prophet Abraham. They're called Abrahamic religions because we have similarities. And yeah. So a life with God, even if it's like kind of polytheistic, is better than a life without God. And the Trinity is like triune, right? It's like three. That's not one God. Like you gotta say like you believe in one God, but there's three parts. Like, come on, that's three. Okay, 1 + 1 + 1 ain't 3. I mean, 8 1 is 3. I used to go to church thinking they're religious crazies until something happened in my life that realized it's not a fairy tale, it's the real deal. What happened?
Then we use activation function to get output of that layer. But instead of doing that, actually, before we apply this activation function, the basic normalization will do one more step. That is, they assign two parameters. Those two parameters, and then will, so suppose this is the value you get, W times one parameter and plus this one to get the further process the result. And this one will help us, we will use activation function to process and get the final output of that layer. So you may wonder why we want to have those two parameters. Actually, now you think about that. Suppose here by sub
I gotta go in 2 minutes because my phone's locked in. Oh yeah, my phone's at 13% too. I have to go soon myself. And it's 4:30 almost, so I have to make wool and get ready to pray. Are you short-term memory person guilty? No. I think Johnny's telling a story. I'm captivated. A lot of people, they like to debate just because they're lonely. Like they need that fast response. It's like a dopamine rush for them.
way from learning from data, and this parameter we have sigma value, and this parameter we have mu value, suppose. So if you
Okay, I'll share briefly. I remember I was watching the movie Jesus of Nazareth while I was watching it in the night before Bible study. I had all these lies that came into my head about my local pastor. Wait, day before Bible study. So you were a Christian?
you take into
I was thinking like how you became Christian.
this formula, you might find that this will, this will kind of remove the effect of this normalization, and you will get the zi, the original one. Okay?
Johnny, yes, Papa, eating sugar, no, Papa, tell you lies, no, Papa, open your mouth. I started to believe in those lies and gave in to them. All of a sudden, I became very angry towards them. The next night, I went to Bible study and stood up in front of everyone and yelled at the pastor. He quickly walked up to me and said, "Breathe in." Next thing you know, lights out. My whole body drops to the floor. I got back up. They started praying for me, and I apologized. What? Lights out? Did he like punch you or something? The previous night, I went to my kitchen and tried to stab myself. Oh my god, no way. Why? But the more I tried to grab the knives, my body was pinned to the floor. Whoa. That's amazing. Like something saved you. Sounds like canon event, to be honest. I guess so, yeah, it does sound like that. Well, like, were you suicidal or is it like...
So this is kind of like a tuning parameter to adjust actionalization. We want to check, if maybe this normalization is not that necessary, or maybe this one we need give some flexibility to enhance this learning process. So this is a relaxation parameters involved in batch normalization. So batch normalization, we have feature scaling part. We also have this relaxation part based on these two.
So when the pastor said breathe in, I breathed in, and it's like something came with me. All the anger and pain towards the pastor left. Then I read scripture and says that by my name you will cast out demons, heal the sick, etc. That night Jesus saved me through my local pastor. You could say casting out of evil spirit demon, thank Jesus every day. Well, it could be that. I mean, we do believe in those entities that are, possessive. Like they're called jinns. They're not ghosts, but they're like another version, like a creature that God made, and they're like humans, as in they're tested for their good and bad deeds as well, but they're not better than humans. Humans set the bars for the greatest and the worst creations of God. We top the charts in every sense, but yeah, that could have been the case, that a jinn possessed you and like you got angry at the pastor, tried to kill you or whatever. But yeah, God does save those when He wants. Only God can take life. And these signs shall follow them that they believe in my name, shall they cast out devils and speak with the new tongues. It's crazy how Jojo can go from interacting with chat and then continue studying. I wouldn't be able to focus. I just go back to studying like when the chat is a little bit busy, like people are busy typing and stuff. Like it's kind of stopped. But yeah. It's interesting what Johnny has to say. That's a very valid, situation. Why you think Christianity is like true at that sense? Because you weren't, anything back then. You're just like kind of new. You wanted God. But true monotheistic religions, like true monotheism in general, wouldn't associate like partners to God. God is just one. But yeah, that's my testimony. I thank God every day. I should be dead. You shouldn't be dead. Like nobody's righteous, yeah, but nobody's like at fault of anything when they're born. You shouldn't say like a baby, I don't know, is not innocent or something. After that encounter, I believe in Jesus with all my heart. Out of love and insight, I shared briefly my testimony. Yeah, I could see it's really important to you, and I respect that. I respect that a lot. That's a very powerful story. Thank you for sharing that. It's very vulnerable to give that. I'm not gonna validate your experience or anything just because I'm like a different religion. I really understand that. It means a lot. If it was for Jesus, that demon jinn would have took my life. He said he encamps angels around us. That's true. That's true. Like God, I'm not Jesus. I'm not saying true as in Jesus did that, but like God, because you believe Jesus is God, but God in our religion, He does say that He puts angels around you, and He You know, he wants the best for you. He loves you. And yeah, we do have protective angels that God sends. And yeah, he did save you that day. God does love you. You should look into Islam though. Just saying. Because it basically everything that you said, it aligns with Islam. Like the angels that protected you, the jinns, like, yeah. It's okay, I don't need anyone's validation because it's part of my personal walk with God and I 100% believe what he has done in my own experience. Yeah, God did do that. Exactly, when I align it with the words of God, it seals my faith in Jesus. You mean your faith in God, you know. Everything that you said, it doesn't go against Islam. It does align with everything mentioned already. But yeah. Just like try to be your best version of yourself though. That's the main point of religion. Is to try to be your best.
Characters. Okay, so this, but here, the batch normalization, this is happening on the training. Okay. Why? Because this mu and this standard deviation error that we learn from the training dataset. So when in the test.
After that night, it hit me deep. Instead of going from believing the religious crazies, it sparked a deep reality. It's not a game to play, but to take seriously. Yeah, life is serious. Like, a lot of people, they make fun of religion until one day life gets really hard and they're like, oh wow, I need some answers. And they look at religion, they're like, it's been there all along. Like, I should have never made fun of that. Because Christianity is like the closest religion to Islam out of all the religions out there. Because there's a lot of religions, but they don't have holy scriptures, they don't have monotheistic beliefs that there's only one God out there. And there's Judaism, right? It has that holy scripture, the Torah. They do believe in one God, but it's not that relatable. It's not for like all of humanity. You have to be like born into it or something. I don't know. But it's not that accessible. A true religion has to be accessible to everybody. And Christianity is accessible like the way that Islam is, but the holy book, the Bible, is not very preserved. So that's the only differentiation why, you know, Islam is more preserved. And truth never changes, but the Bible has changed over and over again. Every verse that you quote, you know, you can't find it in its original text. The Quran, on the other hand, it's been preserved since its revelation. Like, it's never been changed, and that's a miracle. So that's like the only reason why I'm a Muslim. Because otherwise, like, you know, how could you tell what's the truth, what's not? That's like the biggest factor. Besides, we're all going to die one day. Why not live a life that follows love, follows giving and helping others? He says this life is like a drop of water compared to the endless sea. The endless sea, but the sea does end though. But I get it. That's true. That's true. Yeah, eternity is very, very long compared to this short life. It's very temporary. Gotta make use of every second that we have. It's very stoic, kind of awesome. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's like all religions. Like, yes, eternity. I mean, yeah.
Thing that says we also need to use this mu and the standard deviation, but those mu and standard deviation error, this mean and standard deviation error there, we will just using the values we learned from training data sets. Okay, so.
But yeah, if we're gonna die eventually someday, it's better to die on a good note. and religion keeps you on that good note. Like if you really follow it, like there's a saying that religion is perfect. You know, Islam is perfect. The people who follow it are not, and that goes for anything. It's very hard this walk. I do my best to share with others. You know, plant my seeds. I can't save anyone. Only God can. I hope my testimony encourages you. Yeah. I mean, I hope the same for you as well. Well, I hope we both like make it to heaven, cause you know, I'll explain like the Quran is more preserved, and like the Bible was changed over time. That's like the main reason why I could tell what's truth, what's not. You have the world against us, the devil and his demons, temptations of the flesh. It's a lot of weight to go through as a Christian, but I try my best. Yeah, temptations come to everybody. Well, even if you're not religious, you're gonna get tempted. It's like, no, I know this is bad, I shouldn't do it. But what stops you? You know, you need those rules inside of you. You need religion. Because otherwise, you could just go so far in life and you go into the darkness. The light of life is believing in God. That's the only thing that could stop you from being your worst person that you can be. Because everyone has that ability to be as bad as they possibly can.
This is things we need to be aware. In the testing that says we don't compute.
I plant seeds with others, God does the watering. Well, after everything that you've been through, and it kind of saved your life, you know, at that point when you thought that you were gonna get, you know, killed by that jinn. You wanna do what's best for others, and that's very kind of you, I guess. That you want the best that you had for others. But I think there's something a little deeper. Like you're closer to God now than you were before, but you gotta dig a little deeper. Find that, you know, God wants you to worship Him in the way that He deserves to be worshipped. Because nowhere in the Bible does it say, you know, Jesus to say worship me. Jesus never said that. Like, I mean, I guess you could pull up verses, but it's not like, you know, something that's always been there. If you look at really early versions of the Bibles, it doesn't have anywhere that Jesus said that worship me. In fact, there are verses in the Bible where Jesus was praying. Like, who's he praying to? You know? But I'm not gonna try to take you out of your own religion, right? Like I said, to each their own. But it's kind of you if you want the best for others, and I do want the best for you too. I hope you find your way towards Islam. Search about it. What are you studying? Hey, Sesbian Lex. I'm studying machine learning right now. We're doing batch normalization, but we're kind of done with it.
You understand the division. We just rely on the value we learned or we computed from the training data sets. So that's why here, in the dropout layer, and also so here the dropout layer and the batch normalization layer, in the training stage and also testing stage.
I'll be right back. It's about to be 8 in the morning. Dang, you've been up all night basically. I should probably go too. It's 4:45 a.m. Honestly, I'm not sure how to answer your questions, but from what I experienced with God and how it aligns with His word forever seals my faith in Him. Yeah, I mean, you can't disbelieve in God, right? He did save you. You don't have to disbelieve in God. You know, you just have to think of it in a different way. You know, where God wants you to worship Him the way that He wants you to. The only difference, you know, in Christianity and Islam is that God is one. And in Christianity, God is like three parts. He's the God, He's the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But that's kind of polytheistic. You can't make sense of that. Hello, Freddie here. Yo, Freddie! Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. Are you Muslim? I am. What about you, Suspian? But, yeah. You don't have to stop believing in God to become a Muslim. It's been super long time. Yeah, it has. I'm not completely done with this lecture. I'll finish in the morning. I mean, this conversation has been really, really interesting to me because I love talking about religion. So, yeah. But I do have to go because almost Fajr time. Yeah, I believe God is one, but also I do believe He can be three as one, still divine. Like how we are made in His image, we have a body, soul, and spirit. Soul and spirit. We have a body and a soul. Yeah, it's called the ruh. But the spirit, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing. Like, uh, how in the Bible He mentions how He has to go to the Father, Son, the Spirit can be with us omnipresent. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. But yeah, thanks for having this conversation with me. I found it really interesting, and yeah, discussing religion is one of like my favorite topics. Like, I love everything about religion, but I do have to stick to mine, as in like I have to pray right now. So yeah, take care, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Inshallah. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah is the only God. True, true, true. Are you an Arab? I'm not. أنا تتكلم عربية بس شوي شوي، لكن أنا لا ethnically عربية. I'm from California, so I was like born and raised here. It's very interesting. I'm happy to speak with you. Take care. Yeah, take care as well, Johnny. Thanks for having this talk.